And they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On second down, here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
Ready? 44 is mine. Wild Bill.
Third down, here's Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. And down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, Delta. 56. Mike's 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, Alpha. Now.
Looking to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Come on, set. 30 base. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Five.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy.
That's not good. 48 for Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Hey, here we go. Look at me, Zipper.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jonathan Allen. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Leo!
They run. Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go! Hey, Haywood!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, exit.
Second and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Yet again, just a bruising carry. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, wahoo!
56, Mike, 56. I got you.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
They go with Chubb on second down. And an alley to run. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look at me. Go, get it.
Now Chubb. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Now this one complete on the slant route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it'll be second and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1, It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Same. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
Ready.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Haskins to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All day, dog. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 mile.
Better bring it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6.
They'll set up a throw. That's out to Chubb, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set. 15, run. 15-1. Go. Stay driven.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Walk tight. Tight end run.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Hey, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
152 fighter. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8.
Orbit. 56 to Mike for 56. Check it.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 24. Check 24.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Got it. 56. Mott's 56. Stay with your man. Like 52.
2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver, once again. And it's 3rd and short. Haskins on 3rd down, and it's complete. Henry, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Haskins to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Again, this is Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
No.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Check, 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 check.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Cleveland, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood, what you bleed. I'ma tell you I'm a